This man attended 199 blind dates, but never been moved, and in front of me was a fresh and elegant floral dress. Hands are as soft as skin, and there's a little melancholy in my eyes, and I love that. But the good brothers behind him advised him to give up earlier, because he has rejected many suitors. But men don't believe in evil. He deliberately threw baseball, hit the table next to the girl. The abrupt voice instantly attracted the girl's attention.
Sorry.
No one had ever dared to be so rude to him. Ingenious way, made him interested in the boy. This is how the two started their first date. An unforgettable love. Just pull his curtain. From now on, they soon fell in love with each other. I learned that my sister fell in love with the poor boy. The two brothers hoped that Diana will think carefully, but Diana told them firmly.
The thing is, I just know this is it.
Listen to Diana's firm tone. The two brothers didn't say anything. Fortunately, Jack didn't disappoint anyone. He took Diana on an adventure she'd never had before. And they flew together over the Grand Canyon, driving together on the African savanna. Stay close together and watch the sun go down. Interpret the vision of a better future in your heart. They soon became husband and wife. Soon there was the crystallization of love. Everything went so smoothly and comfortably. But just as Jack was spinning the hula hoop, suddenly my legs go soft, fall to the ground. I thought it was simple anemia or Laurel, but I didn't expect. There was excruciating pain all over my body at night. He had to wake up his sleeping friend, take him to the hospital. Arrived at the hospital, Jack can talk in addition to, I can't feel anything. The doctor tried to arouse his consciousness with ice cubes. It's more serious.
He's losing it. We have to get him on a respirator.
Diana came to the hospital with a big belly to check. I thought I was just too tired. Just take a few days off. You can see Jack wearing a respirator. Looks calm on the surface. His eyes were very uneasy. Husband who was alive and kicking last night. Today I am terminally ill.
No, Don.
Can't even respond to a greeting. Diana pretended to be strong and went to the doctor to understand the condition. The doctor's words made her almost choke up. Jack has a paralysis of 1 in 10 million. In addition to the head, it can be simply twisted. All the following nerves are necrotic. Even normal breathing requires equipment to maintain. Diana asked how long it would take for this to recover.
Paralysis is irreversible. Good respiration system will maintain.
He takes a deep breath. Can't accept everything in front of you. Turn your head to hide your tears. Sudden bad news. Let her parents persuade Diana to give up Jack. It's better to let him out of this situation sooner. The emaciated Diana did not speak, just a silent nod. But how could Diana admit defeat in her heart? She took care of herself to get Jack to a better hospital. And soon after, their baby was born. But Jack didn't smile. He can only drag Diana down like this. But now I don't even have the ability to commit suicide. Only dripping respirators and walls accompany you every day. Looking at the haggard wife who stays in the hospital bed every day, Jack berates Diana for the first time.
I don't really know.
I'm not used to you.
Love makes weak women strong. A healthy son and a handsome wife. Jack also has confidence in life. Diana wanted to take care of her husband herself, bought a huge farm again, and consult nurses to learn professional nursing knowledge. Diana was meticulous to her husband. The nurses at the hospital were also very moved. Jack is finally out of the hospital, looking at the blue sky, empty. He never thought the sky was so beautiful, and by his side, and his wife and friends who love him. At this moment, Jack felt extremely happy. Yeah, he wasn't lucky enough, but also lucky enough. Unlike a deserted hospital, the house is full of helpful friends, and when I see a caring face, Jack's mood finally changed.
Yes, I think I have.
The transfer was successful. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief. Jack also begins to face his son for the first time. He is so young and cute. Looking at the wife and son in front of me, there are tears in your eyes. And this moment, what reason does he have to give up his life? At night, Diana buried her head in Jack's shoulder. I still hear the hiss of the respirator, but it's not as harsh as before. However, the next day, the dog is playing with his son, but I didn't expect the dog to suddenly get under the bed, accidentally knocked off the plug of the respirator. Jack shouted. Diana couldn't make a sound. I don't want to die yet. I want to watch my son grow up with my own eyes, get married and have children. I don't know how long it has been. Diana finally noticed the anomaly. She quickly plugged it in, but Jack's not breathing. She desperately shouted Jack's name. Pray silently for a miracle. Fortunately, Jack slowed down. Diana finally breathed a sigh of relief. He put a bell next to Jack's pillow. In the future, Jack, if necessary, he can hit the bell with his head, make a sound. Under Diana's more meticulous care, Jack is getting better and better. You can speak normally. They celebrate together at home. There was laughter all around. This day, through the crack of the door, I saw my son playing with a stroller. An idea came to him that would change his fate. Jack shared his idea with a friend. Under the study of friends day and night, the world's first wheelchairs with respirators, with the help of family and friends. This is Jack Sick. The first time I tasted the fresh air outside, seeing the outside world is like a new life. He has more hope for life. When his wife pushed him, when visiting a patient who shares the same disease. All the people present, I can't believe what I'm seeing. The patients also have hope for life. Time passes by inadvertently. He was sentenced to a few months in prison for his illness. Jack has now survived 5 years unscathed. Until this day, the son's words broke the peaceful life. Son pulls out 5 years of Diana's photo album. It contains their best memories. Diana couldn't help but tell her son, bit by bit.
So lucky.
Yes, we were.
Can we go to Africa?
A curious yearning from the son. Jack was rendered speechless. Diana hurried forward to comfort Jack, saying sorry to each other. The fall of the cube not only tormented them both, and the innocent child. Therefore, for his son to have a good childhood, they choose to take risks again. Jack asked his friend to modify the co-pilot into a wheelchair. Mother driving a car. Jack is sitting, son accompanied. The family embarked on a journey like this. Looking out the window at the familiar scenery, Jack was very excited, as if remembering, the sweet time I used to be here with Diana. Since then they have traveled to every corner of the world. Immerse yourself in the pleasures of nature. They have an optimistic and positive attitude towards life, invisibly infecting more people. But reality always backfires, because the road is rough. The respirator malfunctioned under severe turbulence. Good thing they have hand respirators. You can wait in place for rescue to pass by. After learning of what happened to Jack, all around, cheer up. They don't even leave at night, singing and dancing around the campfire. The warmth of the heart once again heals Jack's soul. The more he realized how wonderful it was to be alive. Through countless ups and downs, Jack and Diana are confident about their future. At the same time, they also hope that more people can be like him. Walk out of the ward. With the help of friends, they found the factory manager who made the wheelchair. The wheelchair has been upgraded, with the investment of a wealthy businessperson. More and more patients with the same disease. They all walked out of the cold ward. When everything seems flat, Jack's accident happened. Wearing a respirator for years, it made his lungs extremely fragile. Minor abrasions can cause massive bleeding in the lungs, so as to drown in their own blood. Apparently Jack's time is really running out. The bad news sent Diana into despair again. The son put down the teacup in his hand. Take your mother gently into your arms. He knew that his mother needed a hug at this moment. Looking at the strong son in front of me, Jack also made a big decision.
And what about me?
You're going to be free at last.
No. No.
Your life is my life for more than 20 years without regrets. Never leave. Jack knows his wife has taken on too much. It's hard to accept my leaving, but it will be much easier for the wife. Diana vented for a while and ran back. He knew how painful it was to make that decision. He respected Jack's choice. Diana invited all her friends and family. The last day of my life for my husband. Next party. Jack sincerely thanks every friend present. In front of him, friends are talking and laughing on the surface. But when I turned around, I couldn't help but cry. They know, this is Jack's farewell party. The night before I left, Jack's condition is getting worse. In order to leave no regrets, he stopped his wife who had been busy for more than 20 years.
Darling.
And the next day, Diana called in the euthanasia doctor. Jack called his son to the bedside for a final goodbye. He feels terrible guilt for his son. Coerzee never blamed him, and Diana sat down. He smiled and said he didn't prepare a farewell speech for him. Jack smiled happily, compared to tears. He wished that Diana would always be smiling. After a deep kiss, Jack and Diana's affectionate touch, as if recalling the bits and pieces of the past. From the beauty of first meeting, to the sweetness of acquaintance and love, then to his son's affection for him, he left safely in contentment, and Diana's memory, back to that beautiful evening. Although the two at that moment did not vow, but the two hearts are tightly bound.